Good morning. You may notice this is not a Ramblin, but well, no, it is Ramblin, but it certainly isn't Amblin. I woke up this morning being accused by the Reverend Dr. Chief Damon Jones of trying to murder him. Screenshot is in my Discord, in the doc section. Murder. He's accusing me of trying to murder him. What the hell? Also, he has decided to issue a privacy complaint because I showed from 25 to, in his words, 67 instead of a minute and 7. I guess telling time is hard for Damon Chief Jones. But I showed his LinkedIn, or at least I showed a PDF of his LinkedIn. I don't know how far that's going to go. It has his name on it. I don't think it has his address or phone number. It has his work history on it, but he put it out there. He literally put it on a website for people to see. I've been surprised before by some stupid decisions, by a stupid decision by YouTube. But it's par for the course. Every time I turn around, number one, I get called out. Damon Chief Jones called me out. He had commented on my videos prior, and I told him he's wrong, and that was about it, because he was wrong. He doesn't understand the law, obviously. Look at him. Look at the words he says, or read the words he says on his Sovereign Church of Jesus Christ webpage. Listen to his explanations. He thinks statutes aren't laws. I mean, the guy's not all there. Now, I normally don't make videos going after retards. I avoid doing that specifically. And yes, I understand that, like, Hawkwind's calling me out and all this other fun stuff. I don't go after the mentally challenged. I don't do it. I leave them alone. Because it's not fun pointing and laughing at retards. But Damon Chief Jones came after me. He started making representations about me. I responded to him. I don't care about his fat tubby butt, and I get News Now Ohio, like that guy has any room to talk, commenting at me. Well, at least I would never go into anybody's background. Yeah, you just listen and believe, and you think that that's some moral high ground? When I came into this community, everybody was listening and believing. Hashtag not all. But everybody with a voice was listening and believing. I came into this community, I believe in the cause, I believe in free speech, I believe you should have the right to film in public. But I don't listen and believe to all these retarded claims that these auditors are making. They have been leading this community astray, like a lamb to the slaughter. They've been fleecing their flock. I don't know how other many barnyard, they've been screwing you. That's another barnyard thing. They've been screwing you. And initially everybody was mad at me, and some people still are mad at me for telling them how they're getting screwed. People are lying to you about what the laws are. That was my beef with Hemming. He's lying to you about what the laws are. Hemming, whatever faults he may have, Hemming knew the law at times about things like filming in public. He chose to ignore it. He chose to give people bad advice. He's married to a lawyer, for crying out loud. She'd know how to figure. She'd have a basic understanding of what a public forum is, and if she didn't, she would know where to go and what to look up to figure it out. I came into this community swinging. Well, I started swinging in this community because of the lies, because of people being led astray, and Damon Chief Jones is just an extension of that. And you could tell by his actions that he's guilty. You can tell by my actions I'm not. I'm open. My shit's out there. You could look me up. Him? Not so much. And if you start digging, now, if someone tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe that John Masterson, the convict who's the, in air quotes, world famous painter, I believe that John Masterson hired Damon Chief Jones to dig up dirt on somebody. I think it was on Earl. Yeah, it was on Earl. Maybe. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, now Damon Chief Jones is all butthurt and upset that I'm doing the very same thing to him that he's been hired to do. And apparently John Masterson should have hired me because I'm better at it than Damon Chief Jones is. So there you go. But it's you can just tell these people. I'll tell you later. That's one thing they say. They never show you the proof. They'll tell you later. They want you to listen and believe. They'll never show you the proof, but they'll tell you about it all day long. Chicken Hawk with his DD-214. I'll tell you about it. I won't show it to you. I mean, I've had people in private send me their DD-214s. This is how easy it is. Here, look, John. Here's mine. It doesn't say anything incriminating on it. There you go. But not Chicken Hawk. Makes you wonder. Earl won't show his. Makes you wonder. He has shown his VA card. I don't know if there's any way you can get that other than by an honorable discharge. I don't really care. I'm not going to believe a word that comes out of his mouth. Oh, another thing is they try to take down your channel if you're speaking the truth. They won't come back with information or evidence saying how you're wrong. Hey, look, this proves you wrong, John. If they did that, I'd be like, cool, all right, I'm wrong. No, can't do that. Can't do that. They got to try to take down my videos. Chauncey did it. Earl did it. Damon's doing it. Who knows how many other people have tried. The butthurt intensifies. And yeah, the person who took down Hemming's channel came into my Discord, or I think I was on, yeah, I had to be on Bunny Boots at the time, and bragged to me that he did it. And I told him I didn't think that was cool or right. But let's just say that it's the same kind of person who tried to take down one of my videos. It's a modus operandi. It's the way they do. And why is it so important to expose them for being liars? It's because if they're going to lie to you about something as stupid as their past, or about being a federal agent, or about being a Texas Ranger, they're going to lie to you about other things. They're going to lie to you about needing the money to go someplace to help somebody out. How helpful was Damon Chief Jones in Olmos Park? What did he do in Olmos Park? Name one thing he did besides showing up. Name it. People spent a lot of money to have him go down there and straighten everything out. He didn't. What did he do in Leon Valley? Besides eat pizza and sit in living waters, whatever, alkaline waters. What did he do besides those two things? I mean, he was the only person there streaming at the time, so I watched his channel, but the guy's useless. He's a charlatan. He's lying. If he lies to you about little things, he'll lie to you about big things, and he's already lied to you about big things. So people need to start waking up. People need to start waking up. You guys are being led astray. You're mad at me for telling you the truth, for showing you the truth, for putting evidence down. As soon as I get to a place to call, I don't know how long it's going to take, so I'm going to call the Coffee County, Alabama Sheriff, Chief deputy, I forget his name, I have it written down, but he was going to a neighboring county because Damon Chief Jones put in an application over there for something. He wasn't hired because they know him around those parts. He doesn't have the sterling reputation he wants you to believe. But they're gonna, the deputy chief deputy, whatever, is going to see what information he can give me out of that. The problem I'm running into is it's all HR stuff, and HR records are hard to get a hold of. They're not public records. So if you're wondering why I'm not just slapping down on a table all these HR records, it's because you can't get them. I'm trying to skirt that in my Bexar County and Travis County open records requests. I have made it clear who I am asking to them about, and I'm sure that they have very little love for him, so I'm sure if there is a way for them to get me any information on him, then they will. But you may have already noticed that he's now claiming to have been fired for a month or something. Someone's telling me that he was fired for a month and rehired because he wouldn't rat somebody out, or he ratted somebody out. That's a story now. My. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.